Everybody, and welcome to another epic day. PowerCity Core is live. Can you believe it? This doesn't seem real. These liquid loans. We had Crypto Crazy on yesterday. What an interview that was. If you haven't checked it out, the CEO of Liquid Loans, and now we have PowerCity Core live. I mean, honestly, we're getting all the big players starting to roll out their ecosystems. Amazing. And of course, PowerCity's got a lot in store. Now we're going to start off the show a little different today. We're going to start off with PowerCity, obviously with it launching. So we're not going to be waiting until we get to the project section like we normally do. I'm going to start off with the markets after PowerCity and then get into all the usual market stuff we get into. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a bit of news about things happening in that space. So it's going to be a lot of cool things to talk about. Let's see who has jumped in the chat here. We've got Sandy Beach, nice and early. Big shout out to Sandy Beach, another influencer in the space, doing a great job in the Pulsechain Hex community. Fast Abdul's dropped in. Good to see you, Fast Abdul. We've got Wookie in the house as well. Let's feel the force of the Jedi. I like that one, Wookie. I like the Star Wars theme there. Humberto as well. Yo, Cheers Suitman R8 family tonight from sunny Dominican Republic. Always a pleasure, Humberto. Great to see you in the chat as well. We got Craig Pitt in the house. Morning all. Hey, good to see you, Craig Pitt. Liquid Loans in PowerCity, yeah. And you guys know how much stuff PowerCity's got to roll out in the ecosystem. We're going to talk about that. So it's just begun. In terms of that, well, we actually had Portal X, but now we've got PowerCity Core, which is the main staking protocol. It's going to receive all the fees, so we're going to talk about that. Brendan says, bring on Z Alpha. Z Alpha, yeah, das is good. Bring on Z Alpha. We got Brian, our community leader, in the house as well. What's up, folks? Good to see you, Brian. And Adam as well. Always something new happening on Pulsechain. It absolutely is. It is the chain to be on. It's going to keep growing and growing and growing. Hey, Hex Token, everybody, Sandy Beach, give them a big shout out. And of course, there from Adam, good evening all, which is pretty cool. Let's get into it without further ado, shall we? Let us do. I've just started saying that without further ado. Does it sound stylish? I don't know. Just something I've started doing. That's just the way it goes. All right, let's pull up the old page there. This is PowerCity. So PowerCity ecosystem. We got PowerCity Core in the top left. You can see that it's now live. It's on launch phase, and now we've got Portal X there as well, the cross-chain on-chain bridge. What's that, over 65 chains? Pretty amazing there on Portal X. 60 plus dexes, and of course 1,500 tokens. And then we've got the N protocol, which is currently on testnet v4 for Pulsechain. That is the big juggernaut about to launch as well, and that's going to provide, I guess, lots of fees into the PowerCity Core, so it's going to be pretty cool. Then we've got Pixel Park NFT marketplace coming up. That is number 6 out of our 7 NFT marketplaces. Obviously, we've got 5 launched already. We've got 2 more to come. That's Pixel Park and 9mm. And then we've got the amplifier, the front end there for Liquid Loans. Wee-hee-hee. That's going to be really cool too. And, of course, we've got the accelerator coming up as well to accelerate your yield in DeFi by claiming and redeploying earned tokens. So that compounding effect is going to be really, really cool. But in any case, we've got the PowerCity Core. I'm going to post you a link to the PowerCity website in the chat there if you guys want to check it out. PowerCity. Now, I know many of you have sacrificed for it. I believe the total sacrifice of PowerCity's whole ecosystem was $16 million. So it really is one of the top 5 out of all of the sacrifices that we're on. And we've been waiting patiently for that. And now it is launched. So there we go. PowerCity, hit that link there. Now, it's a little different from Liquid Loans, I think. I think you get the tokens just get dropped to your wallet. So you can let me know about that. I didn't participate in the PowerCity sacrifice, but I think you believe you did. They just dropped into your wallet there as opposed to having to claim them like you did with Liquid Loans on neverselling.io. So that is the link there. Let's go to the protocol there. Let me get into some of the comments. I've got a few comments about that. So we've got Truck in the house. Hey, Truck. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the chat. And Sandy Beach says you have to claim what and stake it. There we go. That's from Sandy Beach. I know she participated in the PowerCity, so very cool. All right, so here is the it's the link, or the URL is core.powercity.io. So we're going to put that in the link in the chat there as well, just in case you want to go directly to it. So PowerCity Core, and that is the protocol there. Bam. And let me have a look here. That is the link there, PowerCity Core. You can get straight to it. So big shout out to Just Us Jesse and the whole team. Of course, KDP used to be at PowerCity as well. There's a whole big team, a giant team. So big shout out to all of them. They've been working hard and getting this out as well. Now, PowerCity Core, you can see the price here at the moment is at 1/1500th of a penny. And I know it launched at a higher price. We're going to check out the price in a minute on the price chart. We've also got the market cap here, $2 million based on the total supply of Watt tokens at the moment. And of course, we've got the reward pool there. No rewards at the moment. So presumably that's going to be engaged. Obviously, Portal X has been going for a long time. And I gather they've actually earned a lot of money in the Portal X on-chain, cross-chain bridge. So that's sitting there. It's going to be interesting to see when that does get distributed. Sandy, if you know anything else, let us know in the chat there as well, because I know Sandy's all over this stuff. What locked there? We got 1.2 billion Watt tokens locked there as well. So presumably it's total number of Watt tokens locked in staking. So that looks like almost all the supply currently at the moment, which is pretty amazing. PLP locked is 91 million. So that's the total number of Watt and PLS pooled tokens locked in staking. So it's providing liquidity for the Watt and PLS pair. Then we got apparently 4 tokens are going to be a part of the reward pool. We're going to check that out in a second. Tokens whitelisted for rewards, PLS, PLSX, Loan, and USDL. So a pretty top-tiered lineup, right? That's kind of a bullish lineup. Pretty amazing. Obviously, if you've got Watt token in your wallet, you can either you claimed it as a Genesis holder, I guess, Genesis Sacrifice holder, or you can buy it on the market. So that's kind of the play there, and you can stake that. So what is the price? Let me know in the chat there what you think the price should actually be, because I'm pretty sure the long run price there, I don't know, a simple math is taking the 16 million sacrifice and divided it by the total supply, and you probably end up with some price there. So probably a bit of number crunching there. Obviously, there's multiple protocols in this, so they're all coming down the line. So you got to add that in too. So it's gonna be interesting there. Let us show in the chat. Just thought I was going to sneeze there for a second. Now we've got a couple of comments in here from some of the team, so let's hear from them. We've got Archie in the house there. Hi all, good to see Archie. When you claim it, it's already staked as a Genesis NFT. So when you claim it, it's already staked as a Genesis NFT that comes with a 2x AMP bonus. Yeah, I was aware of that aspect of it. I saw a post come out about that. When you unstake or merge that NFT, it loses the 2x bonus. So really, that's so important. If you are part of the sacrifice and you are Genesis, you're claiming your Watt token, your Watt token, I should say, WATT. It's going to get staked as a Genesis NFT. You're going to get a 2x AMP bonus. We're going to talk about AMP in a minute. When you unstake or merge the NFT, it loses its 2x bonus. So don't do that by accident if that's you, because obviously it's a big deal getting that 2x AMP. So AMP is kind of the shares in the system for staking. We've got Solid in the house there. Hello, Solid. Good to see you. Sandy Beach says, yes, you have to claim your Watt, and then it stakes, automatically stakes in the NFT with a 2x AMP bonus. Yeah, that's beautiful. So don't miss out on that. I wonder if token will be given to us too, says Sandy Beach. You never know the surprises with this team. We will see how it goes. Obviously, that is for the PowerCity Earn protocol is coming as well. So you can see at the moment they've got Pulsechain, Loan, and USDL. We're going to check this all out because we're spending a bit of time on here as we kick this off. Now, obviously, you can stake it there as well. It's pretty easy to do. They've got the reward pool. There's nothing in there at the moment, so that's got to be activated at some stage. It's got a bit of a ramp up here. You got the Watt price at the moment, so it started off pretty high and it's moving around. And then you got the amount of locked weight token there as well, up there, well over $1 billion, of course, is that. So it's got cool charts. They've also got the stake page where you actually can get your stakes. And when you stake on here, you get an NFT. So it's done by NFTs, which is really cool. So they're really using the latest and greatest. And of course, not all NFTs are created equal. They've got some quite nice, cool imagery there. Now, I don't have an account on here, but there's it'd come up with a cool picture, futuristic picture there, and all the details about your NFT and your staking and the amount of amp you've got. So it's kind of cool. You can stake Watt token or the PLP. PLP is the liquidity. It's pretty neat there. The key statistics down the right here as well, including what's in your balance, what's in your balance there, and it includes all these different tokens, including USDL, line, NFTs, all that sort of stuff. So they've got everything in there. The one thing I noticed they don't have is AMP. No AMP balance. Even if it's dynamic, you would think that they might have a dynamic AMP price call, or at least, supply call there for the staking. That seemed like a pretty important metric. The only one that's not there. Otherwise, it looks amazing. Utilities. Let's have a look down here. We've got the wrapper, Pulse, Pulse, PLP Watt token there. You can use the zapper there. So if you want to provide liquidity, you can just zoo the zapper, and you can have it automatically go to it. You just put your pulse in that you want. It's going to automatically break it up. Go buy some Watt token, and then put that in the pool, and you'll get LP tokens there. So it's pretty easy to do, and it's kind of made that really simple. What else they got there? I'm just having a look down through some of this. The amount of PLP lock, but they don't give you the AMP shares, which I think is probably very important, especially if you're coming in. Now, we're going to have a look at all that. So they got the Pulse XPs here. They got all the master. You can add all the tokens to your wallet. Isn't that cool? I think that's really cool. A lot of protocols don't have that, and you're looking around for the contract. What's the contract? I don't want to get scammed, which is fair enough, but they've got them all here, which is pretty cool all the way down through different tokens, including adding the NFT to your MetaMask as well. But you do have to include your ID for the NFT, which is pretty cool. And finally, they got the docs. The docs are out, and this has all the cool stuff. So if you want to be part of the cool kids, you got to read the docs so that you know all the stuff about the protocol, and you won't get make any errors or make any misjudgments because you're going to have all the details. So kind of cool. They've got the core contracts in here for the Watt token, for the PLP, or everything else in there. So it's pretty neat. They got the whole detail about staking Watt token. So that's all in here as well. You can just sort of just move through that, including what are amps, which are basically like shares. When you stake your Watt token, you're basically getting like these shares, and they're pretty dynamic. So here's the formula for your allocation. So yeah, use your math degree for that. Now, we did know that obviously there's 4 tokens, right? We go to the dashboard. There's these 4 tokens that you're going to get for rewards: PLS, PulseX, Line, and USDL. And on the documents, actually got the details here where they're coming from. So Pulse is coming from the Amplifier, Portal X, and Pixel Park. So 3 of the protocols, and we know where the protocols are. These are the 5 protocols here plus their core. And who knows whether they got more coming down the line as well. I don't think this guy's going to stop building. There's lots of things they can do. So it's going to be interesting to see that. PulseX is going to be coming from the Earn protocol and the Amplifier. And the PXDC, the stablecoin, there is going to be coming from the Earn protocol, Amplifier, and Pixel Park. And the USDL is going to come from Liquid Line stablecoin, Amplifier there. So that's where the sources of these are coming from. It's going to be pretty neat there. And of course, you can just step through all the docs, so you can do that. The other thing, of course, is the NFT amp also has a different one based on the amount of Watt token apparently you put in there. Not quite sure how this fully works versus the staking amp, but it's got NFT amp here, and it's talking about 500 amp there for 250 Watt token, for example. So I'm not quite follow that part, but that is there as well. And of course, you've got ending a stake and everything else there as well. So pretty cool. You can go through those docs. You got any questions, you can ask the PowerCity team, of course. But they've got some cool videos. So we're going to talk about, we're going to show 2 videos. One's on the PowerCity core, which is this. So let's hear from Matt. He's kind of the go-to for the educational videos. So let's hear from him with this video on the PowerCity core.
We'll learn what are AMP shares in the PowerCity core and why they matter when it comes to staking and maximizing your yield. The core is where you can stake your Watt and PLP tokens, which are both cryptocurrencies. And by doing this, you will earn rewards in the form of PLS coins and other tokens collected as fees from the PowerCity ecosystem, which includes a cross-chain swap, an NFT marketplace, a lending protocol, and some custom front ends for auto-compounding DeFi yield. Now, a user's size within the core is measured in AMP shares and determines how much a staker should receive, how big their slice of the pie is. And as time goes goes on, it will be harder and harder to get these AMP shares, so being early ensures you secure a good number of AMPs, which means a larger slice of the rewards pie as the ecosystem develops and grows. So the early bird gets the worm here, and a user won't be able to get that position again at the same cost if for some reason they were to lose it, such as selling their stake or unstaking their position. So how does the actual process work? Well, when you stake your WAT or PLP tokens, as we just talked about, you're given a share of the rewards pool measured in AMPs. Then your stake tokens will be represented by a non-fungible token receipt, or NFT for short, which is added to your wallet and puts you in full control of your rewards. With this NFT receipt, you can transfer this or you can sell your stake tokens, and you don't even have to unstake them. You can also claim some rewards, watch them build up, do whatever tickles your fancy, as this is true DeFi, amigo. Now, there's also a way to get a 50% bonus on your AMP shares compared to just WAT token stakes, and this is for anyone who becomes a liquidity provider and then stakes their PLP tokens inside the core. And if you become an LP in the core by using the Zapper function, which simplifies the whole process, you can be earning LP fees and staking rewards in just a few clicks and maximize your passive income. So basically, you're getting yield on top of yield. Who doesn't like the sound of that? So to sum it up, the core is a staker's paradise for DeFi users who want passive income by putting their tokens to work for them, and AMP shares are the key to determine how much a staker will receive. And if you also want to learn how to borrow against your crypto and never sell, you can find that out here.
All right, so that was a cool video there. From Matt about the core and AMP shares, and that's really important to learn, right? So Genesis holders get a 2x, so those are people sacrificed and claimed their WAT token. They get a 2x AMP bonus, gets automatically staked when they claim. If you're buying on the market, you go and stake there, then obviously those AMPs really matter, you versus the whole pool. And from the looks of it, like I say, it looks like we've got basically the vast majority of them all auto-staked after they are claimed, right? So if we actually go to the price at the moment, this is the price curve for WAT token on Pulse, and it's ticking away there. I'm going to post you a copy of this if you want to check it out on the old deck screener there. WAT token price. Now you can always check the contracts as usual against the website itself. And there is the link to that. So we've got contract 2DE6 there. And of course, you can always see those on the website there as well. So 2DE6 is the PLP pool there. And of course, the actual contract for WAT token there, DE71. So kind of cool. You can see DE71 here on the contract we're looking. So we've got the right contract. We can see that from the looks of it, they tried to start the price at 1 cent here when it first started. Got pushed all the way back down here to 1/10 of a penny. Got all the way up to, this is on the 15-minute chart, by the way, for 15-minute candles, and it got all the way into up to 37/100th of a penny. Came back down here again to just below 1/10 of a penny there, and it's been zigzagging up there at the moment. It is at 17/100th of a penny at the moment. So is that a good price? Let me know what you think. I don't know. You could take the total amount of supply. So if we go to the contract address and have a look at the supply on the Pulsechain scan, it's saying the max supply here at the moment 1.362 billion WAT tokens, and from the looks of it, if we go to the website, we can see there's 1.2 locked already. So it looks like the vast majority are just locked in there, and so on. But if we go back to here, we can see the tokenomics that we're actually going to end up having even more supply. So WAT token is on Pulsechain that can be traded. Total WAT supply apparently is going to be 2.78 billion. So we've got a lot more coming down the line there. I guess they may include rewards and things like that, but that is the number there at the moment. 100% of WAT tokens available at launch will be minted and distributed. No WAT tokens are pre-allocated to the PowerCity team, so that's important to remember there as well. So there's lots of little tidbits of information here on the documents, and the price at the moment is moving kind of sideways at the moment. So we're going to see what happens in the space here in terms of accumulating. But in any case, they've got lots of protocols coming, right? Earn protocol is going to be a mega big one there for PulseX. That's why I think PulseX is also a good pickup in the price. We're going to talk about that later on because of the Earn protocol impact, particularly as a swing trade in any case, but obviously long term looking good too. Pixel Park, NFT Marketplace, Coming, Amplify, and Accelerator, all of them going to earn fees and push them into the PowerCity core. So I think this is going to be a pretty successful little sacrifice project here. When I say little, I mean one of the biggest ones on Pulsechain. So it's going to be pretty fun. Also, the other side of it is to see what the TVL will be worth as well. It's going to be fun to see that go so far. At the moment, the market cap showing at 2.4 million with the current price and the total supply on issuance at the moment. So we'll keep tracking that number as well. Let's see if any other comments about that. Kevin's in the house. Hey, Kevin, can you single-side stake PLS or PLSX anywhere? You can. You can put it into the Sugarbeet protocol. You can put PLSX into the 9-inch single-side staking. So there's at least two. Anyone else, if you can remember any others, those are the two that I remember. Let us know in the chat, but those you can do. You can obviously put, just a single staking. I think those are the only two I can think of. Don't know about any others. Yeah, I think that's it. So Sugarbeet Sugarbeet is from Beetroot, and the 9-inch has got PLSX single side staking. But yeah, all right. That is that. Let's play out the second video from Matt here about the ecosystem, and which one's it? It's this one here. Let's go.
Why staking the liquidity provider token PLP inside the core makes sense for those who want to maximize their DeFi yield. When you become a liquidity provider by using the Zapper function inside the PowerCity core, you will earn fees for those efforts and also get a certain amount of PLP tokens, which is basically your receipt that you are now an LP. The Zapper function directly inside the core has made becoming an LP easy for everyone, whether they're brand new to crypto or a seasoned vet, and has removed all those fiddly barriers that used to put off many, as it allows you to become a WAT and PLS LP in just one click. And with this innovation, many more will become liquidity providers and therefore be holding PLP tokens. And staking these inside the PowerCity core comes with some added bonuses that you may not be aware of. And the first one is that staking PLP in the core allows you to earn fees on trades executed through the WAT and PLS liquidity pool and earn staking rewards from the core at the very same time. Yes, you can become an LP in other places, but it can be a hassle with multiple confusing steps before you really get down to business. The Zapper takes the friction out of becoming an LP, and then staking your tokens is also a cinch, meaning inside the core you can become an LP and then stake your PLP tokens in just a few clicks, earning LP fees and staking rewards quickly and simply, basically yield on top of yield. Yes, please. The second reason is that you will get a bonus share of the staking rewards pool, and that is 50% more than just staking the WAT token alone. When you become a staker in the core, you are given a certain amount of AMP shares, which determine how big your slice of the rewards pie will be. The more AMP shares you have, the more rewards you get, and with a 50% bonus over WAT stakes alone, it becomes a no-brainer for those DeFi fiends who want to maximize the amount of passive income they can accrue 24/7, 365 through staking. And the third reason is that staking PLP after becoming an LP in the core helps make the WAT token more liquid, essentially allowing more people to buy WAT after launch. And as the PowerCity ecosystem grows and more people want to hold the WAT token, thicker liquidity will be beneficial for a number of reasons, including less volatility due to the availability of tokens to meet the demand from both buyers and sellers. So you're being rewarded for this, and other investors benefit from better liquidity, an all-round win-win as true DeFi should be. So some massive reasons there why to stake your PLP inside the PowerCity core for double the amount of yield you would get from just staking WAT tokens, therefore getting your mitts on more AMP shares and a bigger slice of the rewards pie. And if you want to know how to claim your rewards in just a few clicks as they rack up in the core, watch this video here.
All right, so that there was the second part of the protocol for core. Obviously, you can stake WAT token, get some amps. You get a 2x amp start if you were a sacrificer and you made your claim, which gets auto staked. And the second part, of course, you can provide liquidity, become an LP provider. And of course, the way to do that is on the utilities page. Use the Zapper there. And if you got Pulse, it's going to zap it, go buy some WAT token automatically, and then stake that Pulse WAT 50/50, and of course give you some LP for that. You'll be able to then, of course, go to the staking there and then stake your LP by clicking stake PLP. So it's the Pulse LP there, or liquidity provision. That's kind of your receipt or your ownership of your LP that you put in, that Pulse and the Watt token. And of course, it will put in here and you'll get a bonus there as well. So see the 1.5 bonus in that formula there, 1.5. So that's kind of cool on that as well. So just read all that little eyes information's there, give you a lot better extra explanation, and you can stake your LP as well. And so probably the smartest way of getting some more, well, not the smartest way, but just a good way of getting more AMP shares in the pool, so that you can, if you were a Genesis holder, for example, getting the 2x bonus there. Just remember, if you are a Genesis holder, if you exit the pool, you're going to lose your 2x bonus. So you've got to trade off between price, arguably, and of course the yield that you're going to get. Now it's going to be fun to see. Obviously, where's all the money coming from? Well, like I say, Portal X has been earning for ages. I guess there's quite a bit of money in there. It's going to be interesting to see that go into the PowerCity call for rewards straight off the bat there. Earn protocol as well. It's going to be a juggernaut on Pulsechain, one of the biggest protocols, no doubt. It's going to collateralize PulseX and take PulseX off the market, and of course issue a new stablecoin, our third stablecoin, PXDC. People are going to be able to use that to provide liquidity as well, obviously, and also go and buy more of the good stuff, more Pulse, more Watt token, whatever they're going to get. There's going to be a Pixel Park NFT marketplace. They're saying they've got some secret sauce that no other NFT marketplaces have got, and I think that's going to be quite the game changer. So looking forward to that. Also, we've got the Amplifier, which is our liquid lines front end, and the Accelerator coming in for auto compounding, redeploying strategies and things like that from the looks of it. So that's kind of neat there, coming up from the PowerCity team, which is pretty cool. They do have a status up here, but of course that's processing as well. So I'm not sure how often they update that status, but looking pretty good there on the website. Now the price itself, how much liquidity have they got in there? Well, at the moment it's 229,000 is in liquidity, and what tokens have they got there? Well, they got 65 million Watt tokens there at the moment, 2.29 billion Pulse, and it looks like so far, people going lots of rockets. If you're in PowerCity Core, give them some rockets though. That shows a bit of love as well. And of course, makers, they've got 512 makers so far on this that have bought or sold the pair. I'd ignore the 24-hour price. Obviously, they started off at 1 cent, and it's just going to find a price path here as we move forward. Now, obviously, this has only been going for a little while, so let me just jump to the time frame here. So it was 6 hours ago they launched. 6 hours ago, we've got 15-minute candles there. Let me just jump up to that. Now, if you want to find out lots more videos, I do strongly suggest that you watch PowerCity on YouTube. Matt's done tons of videos on lots of different features on all the different protocols, so you definitely good to start off that. I'd binge on that if you're looking to participate longer term in the PowerCity. Go binge on those videos on PowerCity's YouTube channel. I'd strongly suggest that as well. All right, so you can see liquidity still relatively small at the moment, but very good. That's a good start. It's bigger than loan tokens was as well. So yeah, you can. That's going to probably build up with liquidity and LP provided. Like I said, it's only been going for 6 hours, so looking pretty good. Everything's looking pretty tidy, I think. All right, looks like they fixed up the market cap as well, 2.3 million. I think that was not showing up properly earlier. It looks like it's corrected itself now. Yeah, just slightly behind the DeFi. Look at 2.4 there. Just slightly behind here on this number here for some reason. But that is pretty awesome. Congratulations to everybody that participated in that. It is up and running, but big things are coming. They got Pixel Park, they got the Earn protocol, Amplifier. I mean, it's going to be amazing to see all these protocols launching. All these protocols here, these 5 are going to be pushing through rewards into the PowerCity core, and they're all top tier protocols. So it's going to be fun to see PowerCity. Will it take number 2 spot too of liquid lines, or number 1 spot actually for third-party protocols? Of liquid lines. It's going to be fun to see that too. All right, I think that's it on that one. I think we covered everything. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Aussie says congrats PowerCity. Absolutely, congrats on that. I think Archie made one comment up here. I don't know whether it's confirmed or not, but he's talking about, I believe, distributions of Earn, Pixel, and other tokens will be claimable by the Sacrifice set, says Archie. So we'll see whether that comes into play. All right, I haven't seen any source tweet for that, but Archie's pretty reliable, so we'll see how that goes there. All right, let's jump over to the markets and have a look at that. We've got the Dow ends higher as inflation cools again, Fed decision eyed, and so let's check out that. We've got the Dow Jones there up 0.5%, It is up 173 points to 36,500. We got the S&P 500 up 0.5% as well, 21 points to 4,643, and the Nasdaq up 0.7%, 100 points to 14,553. So risk on is on the stock market. That's good news for us. US dollar is down a bit there too, 103.42, down about 0.3% there as well. Now, obviously, we've got lots of news coming up, so we'll talk about that quickly. Inflation continues to cool, keeping a lid on treasury yields. Annual headline consumer price growth edged down to 3.1% last month, decelerating from 3.2% in October, according to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics on Tuesday. And month on month, the reading inched up by 0.1%. Economists had forecast a measure of 3.1% and 0% respectively. So it looks like we got the headline number, but slightly off on the monthly one. The closely watched core figure, which strips out volatile items like food and energy, rose by 4% annually, in line with the prior month. On a monthly basis, underlying price gains came in at 0.3%, a marginally faster pace than 0.2% in October. Both matched estimates. So you either want to match or beat estimates there. Following the data, bets on rate cut in the first half of the year remain supported, and about 50% of traders betting on a cut in May, according to investors.com rate monitor. And I think that's probably the earliest time we will get a rate cut there, is the May point. That's pretty much it there as well. We've got the Fed coming up. The Fed kicks off its two-day meeting on Tuesday, US time. That is expected to culminate in decision to keep rates unchanged. The Fed's predictions, or so-called dot points, will likely garner the bulk of investor attention amid expectations for the Fed to increase the number of cuts next year. But with markets pricing about 100 to 125 basis point of cuts by the end of the year. So this is kind of new information that we're talking about here. I would expect anything other than the committee to disappoint. So we're at 5.5% on the federal funds rate. So that's arguing it's taking us down to 4.25 to 4%. So we'll see 4.5 to 4.25% by the end of next year on the federal funds rate. So still not overly aggressively down, but still down nevertheless is the expectations there. So that's kind of the numbers there for the stock market. Let's have a look at the Fed rate monitor just briefly, since we're leading there. Yeah, 80 hours to go, or 19 hours to go until the final Federal Reserve meeting for the end of the year, 2 p.m. Eastern time, and of course December the 13th. So cue that up. We'll try and talk about that. I know Rags to Riches will cover that because he covers that topic as well, like me. But he goes a lot further generally in it, unless I play the whole video. So there we are. December, expecting a no change, 5.5% federal funds rate. And by the time we get to May, we're expecting pretty much, 84.8%, 86.8% of the people are expecting a decrease in the rates in May. All right, try to ignore the March one there, but we'll see how we get on. All right, so that is the stock market. Let's go to the crypto. BTC 41,500, up 0.5%. Ethereum there up 1% as well to $2,200. But they've come down off the highs. They had to have a cooling off period, I guess. Got up to that resistance line there, 45 to 48K was kind of the resistance. And it looks like we got a bit of a retrace after that nice little rally move up. So it's kind of cool. Nothing's changed with the news. We've still got plenty of time, about a month to go. So we're going to talk about that as well. Looks like Atom is the standout here, up 20%, $11.76 on the old market. Let's zoom in closer to Bitcoin though. And there is our Bitcoin chart, and the window of opportunity has been glorious. I think we cannot deny. We've had this nice little rally. We got all the way up to 45,000, sort of zigzagged along here, then got sold off. Bing! Got all the way down to 40,150. So we bounced off the 40K. We knew that would be a nice little support level. We also bounced back over this 20 EMA here in the yellow. And it's the yellow line there, the 20 moving average. And that's the 20-day moving average. And of course, we're bounced up here and just starting new candles here. So nice, not looking too bad here on the daily on the Bitcoin, currently at 41,380. Nice little consolidation. That's even more bullish for us, honestly, leading into the into the Bitcoin ETF window number 2, the 10th of January. And man, oh man, that's looking good. Having a nice little retrace is a healthy thing, especially bouncing off the 40K, pretty important. And there we are. We've got 28 days to go until the potentially 13 Bitcoin ETFs, or at least up to that number, could be approved in this time zone around the 10th of January. So fingers crossed on there. 90% probability. We'll see how we go with that. But we have got some more news about that. We're going to get into the Bitcoin ETF, so let's talk about that. BlackRock here. So actually, I thought I'd cue this up. BlackRock Bitcoin ETF now invites participation from Wall Street banks. Now, show me the money. Is that what you say? Show me the money. Well, that is the key there. A change to the structure of proposed Bitcoin ETFs would enable authorized participants to create new shares in the fund with cash rather than only with cryptocurrency, essentially opening the door to banks who cannot hold crypto directly. How about that? Is that huge? That is massive. A change in the structure of the proposed spot Bitcoin would enable authorized participants to create new shares in the fund with cash rather than only with crypto. That's a big, big deal. And of course, opening it up for banks there, which is pretty cool. Let me get rid of some of these pop-ups. A change to the mechanics of BlackRock's proposed spot Bitcoin ETF opens the door for Wall Street banks, which face restrictions holding cryptocurrencies, to play a key role. BlackRock recently made it so authorized participants, a vital part of the ETF ecosystem, will be able to create new fund shares with cash rather than only with cryptocurrency. The highly regulated US banks are unable to hold Bitcoin themselves. The setup would enable the likes of JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, firms with some of the largest balance sheets in the world, to act as APs to BlackRock's ETF. Whether they want to is another matter, of course. The cash APs use this, and the process can be then exchanged for Bitcoin by an intermediary and warehoused in the ETF's custody provider, as per a memo filing related to 28th meeting there involving the SEC, BlackRock, and NASDAQ. Optimism has grown that spot Bitcoin ETFs will soon be approved by the SEC, and we're talking about the 10th of January, which would be a game changer for the digital asset industries that lures in a flood of money from retail investors. A commonly held view up until now that APs would be large market-making firms with experience in crypto, such as Jane Street, Jump Trading, and Virtu, not banks. But the change means banks could get a cut of the action and broaden the ranks of liquidity providers. This is awesome, folks. This is a really, really big deal. Now, obviously, these are you're trading off the traditional finance and their control and their politics and all that for capital coming into crypto. But it is going to be pretty epic in terms of pumping your own backs. If that's all you care about, that's good news. If the SEC accepts this revised dual mode of create and redeem with cash and physical, that means the liquidity that supports the ETF shares when they trade would be increased, because obviously you have more potential APs as part of the process. So that's pretty awesome. And although trading firms like Jane Street are large and are experts, they fundamentally don't have the $1 trillion plus balance sheets that large American banks have. And of course, that is awesome. So the great news, folks, around this, just getting better and better and better. And of course, we've got 28 days until that window. Now, remember that it's about a month after that we get them actually operating, going live. But of course, the sales desks and all that are already working hard. And of course, they're already front running the price here, these big institutions. And of course, the price of Bitcoin's going up. But then the 10th of, if we get approved the 10th of January, 10th of February is likely to be around where they go live with these things. So we're probably going to get another pump from that. So yeah, and the money's just going to flow. It's going to flow, keep flowing, and who knows what price we could get up to. Some people are talking about a 150, 180K in the bull market. Some people are talking about potentially getting up to $1 million Bitcoin. Some people even beyond that. We'll see how we get on though, and that's kind of the play. Budget. We've got the US budget in January. We'll see how how that impacts the markets. I think it's kind of may end up being a small point. Just depends on how politically dramatic it gets to, and we'll see how that goes between the Congress and the Senate. And then we've got the BTC halving in April, 18th of April. Now, in the middle of here is very important period. So if we get a pivot in the interest rates by May, that's just after the Bitcoin halving. So that's reducing the interest rates. We get a pivot there. Man, that's amazing. The other thing that we haven't got on here is the Ethereum ETFs. And of course, that's in March here. So when exactly in March, I'm not sure, but we'll just put a little tab here for the Ethereum ETFs. And there's 7 of those, right? 7 of those at the moment. There'll probably be more by the time we get closer to that, but that's going to be pretty important too. And yeah, so it's going to be fun to see that. This could be quite the run-up, right? Look at the run-up, and then we could get a Fed pivot by May. Man, what a lineup! And of course, the US election, what was it, by October? So looking pretty good. All right, that leads us into Ethereum. Ethereum looking pretty good too. Obviously, got as high as $2,400. $2,400 is kind of for me. Is kind of the altcoin season confirmation. Obviously, we had a retrace there at the moment, which is probably a pretty healthy one. We've kind of bounced around the top of the 20 EMA, and we're currently at $2,200 at the moment as we speak. So thumbs up for that. Bring on March as well. So we've got January for Bitcoin ETFs, go live in February. March ETFs approved potentially in March, and of course, who knows, could be soon, but March is the lineup. And then of course, we've got the April for Bitcoin halving. Then we got the May for interest rate pivots to the downside, which is good news. And of course, potentially we've got in the US election, and if we get the right outcome for that, a long elongated bull market is likely to occur. Now, in the lead up to the election, of course, the current administration is going to want to have a nice, healthy stock market and nice, healthy economy. Maybe get back into a lot more money printing, monetary expansion. And of course, in the new year, if we get the right leaders, switching leaders, we may get the proper economics in play with supply and demand side economics, and maybe a quick move to world peace rather than the monkeys that we've got running in place at the moment. And we'll get to move on. So it could be a nice little elongated bull market for the old crypto space, and we're all here. So congratulations for being here. I think it's going to be pretty good. All right. All right. Come back again. All right. So that's kind of where we are there at the moment. And that leads us into Pulsechain. So we're going to talk about that. We've got a few questions, I think, or comments in the chat. Let's get back into some of those. But that's our market update so far. Let's see who else is in here. Godwell says 59 whales watching the stream. Thank you so much, Godwell, for that. And we'll ask Andrew Reynolds. Happy PowerCity launch, everybody. Absolutely happy PowerCity launch. Really, really good news. We got Tintop in the house. What's up, Hexkins? Good to see you, Tintop. Welcome to the chat. Now, PSI's got a little bit of alpha here from the looks of it. I heard Jesse say that they plan to release Amplifier after 1 week, after then earn. Okay, so Amplifier after 1 week, then earn after another week in theory. Okay, we'll see where that roadmap plays out. But if you did hear him say it, then it's a good start. And PSI's pretty reliable with that stuff. So we'll go with that. Blue Skies and House that did win launch. I sat for that. Now we're expecting that in the second half of December. They're also waiting for the Fetch Oracle, but Fetch Oracle is launched now. So we'll see where we get another update from that. We did have an update in our Discord under Pulsechain chats. That's chat number 2 in our Discord. If you haven't gotten to our Discord, you like to get all the early alpha, get in there. It is the links in the video description to join Discord. There's a general membership, which is $5 a month, and then there's a strategy club for multi-chain best depth of opportunities there as well. That's $25 a month. So definitely join up the Discord. PowerCity, awesome, smooth, and noob friendly. Well done, says Ozstone. Absolutely. There's some nice comments about that. Hats off to them. Hello, sir. Passive in house. Good to see you. Liquid X is at 7.25. Not sure what you're talking about there, Wookie, but we're Pulsechain chat here. So what else? We got Bob Wells as well. Woohoo! Good to see you, Bob Wells. Good to see you. And welcome to the chat as well. Nice one. All right, let's move on, folks. Let's get into Pulsechain update. We're going to be getting into update day number 214. Can you believe it? 214. That's crazy. Day 214. Let me just swap that around. Bam. Day 214. Pulsechain is on a green day. Quadruple 0504, 2.27% on the upside. We're at 50% of the sacrifice price at the moment. We got Pulsex at the moment is at quadruple 0137, up 6.2% as well. That is looking much better, and Pulsex is going to benefit big time from PowerCity's ecosystem with the Earn protocol. So we talked about that earlier, but the Earn protocol here, this is going to be launching. It's going to be collateralizing Pulsex, and of course bring leverage to Pulsex. It's also going to bring the PXDC stablecoin, our third stablecoin, Pulsechain, and it's going to be a lower amount. So on liquid lines, you need a loan of 2,000, but on PowerCity's Earn protocol, you only need $500, which is going to open up to a lot of the retail book to be able to do that. So I think that's going to be really, really exciting. And of course, going to be pump time for liquid loans, right? So it's going to be good news. We've got the buying bird at the moment. Whee! If you're an influencer out there, spread the word. If you're on X, spread the word. We just hit 600 billion, or 601 billion at the moment, bought up and burned on the old Pulsechain. And that's within 214 days, which are pretty amazing. 2.93% of all public supply now is bought up and burned. That's kind of cool. And remember, there's no validators here earning inflation. The Pulsex is basically just like a balloon. The total supply was out at the beginning. is just slowly shrinking as the air gets leaked out through the buy and burn, poking a lot of holes in that balloon. That's the old buy and burn. And yeah, it's gone. 2.93%. And of course, we're heading towards 3%. That's kind of cool. And now PowerCity is coming. PowerCity Earn protocol. It's going to be a big deal. I think it's going to help a lot for the Pulsex there. That could be a nice swing trade or even a long-term hold for people that are interested in that. Incentive token there at the moment, 44 cents, up 4.7%. The ratio at the moment, Pulse, is pretty interesting, 8,778. And of course, the supply there must be heading towards 19 million with 116,000 burned through Jacob's ecosystem and the TRH protocol there. Hex at the moment is at 83 of a penny on PHEX. That's Hex on Pulsechain, up 2.4% there. EHEX at the moment is at half a penny exactly. Combined price of PHEX and EHEX. In other words, Hex on Pulsechain and Hex on Ethereum is 1.33 cents. And of course, that's looking pretty smooth. We were, as the recent high that we've had recently is up to 3 cents. We're down from that, but hey, fingers crossed things will be turning around for that at the moment. That is basically day 214. Let's have a look at the Pulsechain price. Now, I haven't actually queued anything up for this because I was mucking around doing some other stuff, but we're going to have a quick look at this too. That is the chart there on a Pulsechain. We're basically riding down the Bollinger Bands there, but we've bounced out quite nicely again, second time. We're currently at quadrant 0505 there at the moment. So let's have a look at the RSI. RSI is pretty cool at 40, though lots of room to move for that. Pulsex, likewise, I think is the play of the day. So people ask, oh, which one should I get into the other day? Pulsex, definitely the opportunity there with the Earn protocol coming from PowerCity coming up ahead of us. Quadruple 01376 at the moment, looking pretty nicely there. And also similar story to Pulsechain. RSI is at 39.5. So lots of room to move there. Like I say, you can single side stake Pulse and Pulsex on Sugarbeet from Beetroot. I think Sugarbeet actually hit $1.4 million. Was it yesterday or the day before in terms of TVL, which is very good actually. And then of course you can also do it on 9inch as well. 9inch there as well, which actually fell below 10 million TVL yesterday. So we might check that out in the charts. All right, let's check out PHEX. Oh, there's the incentive token actually. Let's have a look at incentive token. 44 cents at the moment. Let's have a look at the ratio. Yeah, the low. We're off the low. The low was down at 4,500. Sorry, 8,500. We're currently at 8,779 at the moment. Moving to PHEX here. As you can see, I didn't really prepare any of the charts in time, but that is PHEX. As you can see, we bounced off there as well. We actually got down pretty low yesterday, 7,400th, back up at 8,300th at the moment of a penny. And of course, the RSI there down at a cool 38, even cooler than Pulse and Pulsex. The MACD, of course, is a nice little trig out. We got fake out back here. That was actually looking pretty good on the MACD, but we'll have to wait for it to cross again. Give us some better indicator there as well. Always good to run indicators together. At the moment, we've got no real, we're still in that kind of moving sideways kind of situation, although I do think it's going to turn around pretty soon. EHEX there is at, let's have a look here. EHEX is at just a half a penny. We got down to as low as 4/10 of a penny. We bounced off that as well with the RSI. Also cool down at 41, a bit hotter, slightly hotter than PX at the moment. So PX, relatively oversold compared to EHEX based on the RSI. That's pretty much it on there. Let's go back to the other metrics, validators for Pulsechain for day 214. We're at 49,726. So we have lost a few validators, but we have got 16 entering at the moment. We've dropped down. I think we were at 1.64 trillion was the all-time high. We're now, and we're sitting at 1.62 for quite a few days. We're now down at 1.59 trillion there staked as validators at the moment. So that's kind of the plan. Maybe a little bit of restructuring there with some of those validators, with what they're doing with their Pulse. But that's pretty much it. Let's go to the gas prices. Man, look at this. How cheap is Pulsechain? Amazing. 188,000 beats. That's super low. 3/10 of a penny for a Pulsex swap. Remember that number, 3/10 of a penny for a Pulsex swap, 200th of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and 600th of a penny for PRC20 transfer. So it's super cheap on Pulsechain. Look at these numbers. They're just mind-blowing. 9,700 times cheaper than Ethereum. It's $28 to do a swap on Ethereum right now. And this is not even full bull market mode. We've got a bit of a retrace on Ethereum. Full bull market mode, the swap fees are going to be insane, dude. Honestly, they're going to be nutso. We're 16,000 times cheaper than Bitcoin. I think we saw it. We were 40,000 or 50,000 the other day. So Pulsechain is the place to be for compounding, for the retail book, and for profit sharing. That is really some big defining things for Pulsechain, as well as being the people's chain and the leader in DeFi. It's going to be amazing on Pulsechain for all those reasons. It's going to be awesome. So tell your friends, bring them aboard instead of them playing up. And as those prices get higher on the bull market on Ethereum, a lot of people were wanting to come and play on Pulsechain. So it's going to be fun. All right, that is it. Day for 214. We're going to be starting day 215, of course. Here are the gas prices on the old Ethereum, just to give you a comparison there too. Last 7 days, look at them. So they did come down over the weekend, but Monday, Tuesday wasn't too bad, but they're really starting to lift now. 55 Gwei, all that sort of stuff. So we're in a more elevated period there. All right, that leads us on into the other price categories. So we're going to go to PRC 20s first. PRC 20s, these are our second price category after Richard Hart tokens. And let's have a look by liquidity. We've got any standouts here. Wrap Bitcoin is at up 5.8% at $60. DAI there, I thought DAI might make a comeback, not so far yet. It's down pretty much flat actually, 0.0022800. What else is there? Tropa is down 2.5%. Maker is up 3.6% at $2.20. Treasury Bill is down 1%, and Teddy Bear down 1% as well. The two big meme coins, SHIB is at 7,073,000. That's up 5%. Let's have a quick look at SHIB just to see what that looks like on the longer chart horizon. That is the SHIB coin at the moment. Now, remember, when Pulsechain launched, this was one of the exciting ones people liked. And, of course, it's just come back off that. At a couple of moments where it's done well, lost to zero, but back down at 7 zeros at the moment. The low so far has pretty much been 7 zeros, 5,500. But we're up at 7 zeros, 7,400 at the moment on a little comeback there on for SHIB coin. Now, 9-inch may entertain some pulls for these. I don't know how much it's going to influence them now, given the way 9-inch has been performing. But 9-inch is teasing. They've got more stuff coming, so we'll keep watching out for that. Pippi there is Pippi is at 806,500. That is pretty much the Pippi chart there. Just kind of keeps rising in a nice channel here. Maybe if you could play the channel, channel's sort of broken down a little bit here, but a nice little up and down that could have been played. And maybe it's going to do it again. We'll see on that one. So that's a bit of a swing trade one there. The old Pippi, like again, maybe 9-inch would maybe be able to help that. We'll see. Not as confident about that as we were in the past. What else there? Everything else ticking away there. Pulse Bitcoin up 7%. Sushi up 2.7%. 8coin up 3%. That's kind of some of the ones there. Aave and LUSD down quite a bit there. That's pretty much it. Let's jump over to the meme coins. Where are the meme coins here? Let's look at these. Looking by liquidity, we've got Axis Alive is up at 5,000. Well done to Axis Alive. The Phoenix from the ashes there. That bounced down all the way down to $2,000, back up at $5,000. So that's pretty good, nice little mad gains there for Axis Alive. And of course, he's an influencer and a TA specialist on the Pulsechain Hex community, up 135% there at the moment. That's kind of play. Mega Make Ethereum Great Again is flat at the moment, and Reflux there is up 4.8%. What else there? Dodge is down 7.5%, and BitBoy Ben is up 2.8% there. So it's sort of ones there. Trayvon's More token is down 1.5% there, and I think that's kind of it. I think Fluffy Slippers is flat as well, pretty much up 1% though, and the old Fluffy Slippers. Pepperlorian there is up 2% there, but liquidity is pretty thin on all these pairs. Just remember that. Let's go to our final category number 4. It's not really our final one, but the main ones that we do, and we're going to go to Pulsechain projects. I don't know, somehow my order changed of all my categories, but hey, that's the way it goes. Okay, so this is the main event, the Pulsechain projects, and now we got to have the white token on here. I don't even know if I added it to it. Did I add it to it? Let me have a look here. So on Pulsechain projects, let me check. Yeah, I did. I added it. Oh, what a winner! What a winner today! All right, did something right there. So yeah, we've got. Let's have a look by liquidity. We've got liquidity here, but we'll look by the 24-hour yield, and we've got Holy up 33% from this TRH game from Jacob's ecosystem, up 33%. Swap there, Trust Swap is up 30% there as well from Jeff Kadakis, so that's up 30% there. Seed from TRH up 20% there, so little pulls, but they're up. So just remember that. That's why I always sort by liquidity. So maybe we'll go back to liquidity because they're kind of giving a bit of too much of an impact on those. We've got Halgo up 3%. 9-inch Pulse is up 1.6%. Here is 9-inch Pulse, but man, we're going to check this out on a separate tab because we're going to look at that. It's number 4 TVL, right? But they are dropping now. P-Drip at the moment down 8%, $12.55. What token there, which is its debut only 7 hours ago or something. That is, just ignore the 24 hours because obviously they started off at a price, but doesn't mean the market's going to defend that price. It is currently at 17.73 there, so 1700 of a penny. What else we got going there? Loan tokens down 14%. Tetra is down 6% there. So we'll look at Loan Token. Obviously, the other one there that's launched with Loan. Had a nice little rally here. Went all the way back up to quadruple 02700. Is down there at quadruple 0124, which for me is kind of the long run kind of average price for the sacrifice. If you take 50 million and divide it by the total supply of 5.5 trillion or something, somewhere down here. I have to double check what that was. I did it a while ago, but that's kind of where it's playing. What else? Let's see here. Beetroot there is up 4%. TRH is up 5.8% there. Batias is up 2.5%. I still think Batias is well undervalued. We'll keep watching out for that. Mintra is down 5% there. Up token there, which is related to liquid loans as well. Got their own sort of strategies there. Is down 7%. Time token from Intent Money is up 1.5%. Pulse Reflections is up 15% there. What else is looking okay? Let me jump through some of these. Vent there from the Web3 game is up 11% there. So those are some of the standouts there at the moment on today's numbers. Let's see who's the biggest loser though. Let's see who's the biggest loser today. It's I'm just being fun with that, of course. We'll ignore PowerCity. I guess we got Loan Token really are the big players. It's down 14%. So that's probably the one you could possibly look at. Maybe it's a good deal to pick up on one of the major, the number one TVL project. Let's see how we go there. All right, so those are the numbers there. Is there anything else I was going to look at? 9-inch here. We're going to quickly look at 9-inch. This is number 4 TVL outside, after Pulsex. And we got a bit of green coverage, actually slightly green across the board, but only small there. And of course, where'd the ETH go? 22 cents. Can you believe it? Oh man, it got adopted like what $3.40 or something on the pump, down to 22 cents now. And 9-inch there. Let's have a look at that. 9-inch is still down, but off the bottom. Got down to 507,900. Is now 8,300 on there, and the liquidity 1.3 million. Market cap implied is 8.3 million at the moment. But the TVL definitely had dropped. Let me go have a look at that on the TVL. Let's have a quick look. Now I know that they have talked about having new pools and stuff coming up, so we'll keep a lookout for that. TRH was supposed to be one of those, right, coming up, so we'll see how that goes. 9.64 million, so they've dropped below 10 million on the TVL. So there we go. The number 4 after. So we've got Pulsex, we've got Liquid Loans, we've got PHUX, and then 9-inch. But now we've got PowerCity coming out, right? So that's going to That's going to move up into the top there. It'll push 9-inch down in terms of TVL. All right, that is pretty much it. Is that it? I think it is on the markets. I think we've covered everything. I'm just trying to think here at the moment. What we got? That's pretty much it. We're going to cover Algo. Now, if you haven't guys got into Algo yet, definitely check out Algo. The link's in the video description, of course. We're on day number 18. Day number 18, can you believe it? Which is pretty cool. And all you have to do is the bottom ratio there. If you do have $1,000, it's going to be 1.25 to 2x there. Now, we have had news that Abit, who was the community lead, has stepped down after a week. I don't know why that is, but maybe he's just too busy with too many projects with Tangang and everything else going on there. I guess we'll see whether they come up with a new community leader there for PUSD Algo. Remember, this is going to be the 4th stablecoin on Pulsechain. And of course, that could be a huge deal, right? So 4th stablecoin on Pulsechain, algorithmic, which means that you could have huge, massive scalability. Now, there's a thing called the stability trilemma. You might have heard me mention that to Crypto Crazy yesterday. And of course, that's why Liquidity is looking to do their V2 to solve all 3 issues there. And one of them, of course, is scalability. Now, I think Liquid Loans is going to do very well and PowerCity very well with scalability. But I think the algo coins, it's hard to cap them out on scalability side. And they have kind of been the solution there, at least at the Holy Grail. Now, has it been done? Not yet. Obviously, Terra Luna failed. However, PSD is taking a completely different approach. Instead of having humans in the middle and liquidity pools being brought to bear and some faulty mechanisms, they are looking to automate it and have stability miners and, of course, liquidity offerings there, and, of course, have that all automated in true DeFi, where bots are pretty much going to be setting up with limit orders and holding the peg of the price, which means lots of potential income earning from V3 DEX and relative inflation appropriate to the growth of the ecosystem. So it's going to be pretty cool there. At the moment, we're on day 18 of 45, and you can basically get a 19% referral bonus there. The link's in the video description. And, of course, then you can participate in this. And it was a bit more speculative than others, but the potential upsides are pretty large. And, of course, then we're going to roll into the bonus X as well. So if you do over $1,000, you get a second bonus, which is potentially massive. The range for that bonus is random, 1.25 to 2 now. Now that's going to drop down to 1.01 in the last 15 days. So you're still in the second phase here, just the beginning of the second phase with 12 days left to go. So links in the video description. Check it out. Now I've done 2 mega videos with Jacob from Jacob's ecosystem. Obviously, he's famous for doing TRH, TYCZ, PulsePot, BNB-Pot, many other supportive protocols. When Pulsechain launched, people needed to get Rat Pulse. He gave 250 million Pulse away that time, if I remember rightly. So pretty crazy stuff there from Jacob. He's amazing, super smart guy, and we're lucky to have him pushing the frontier of innovation on Pulsechain. He's one of, I would say, 2 of the most advanced teams in terms of tokenomics and DeFi on Pulsechain. So doing a great job. All right, so that's PSD Algo. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to put all my tokens in the system and start earning. And that's kind of the play it goes. All right, let's jump away. We're going to get into Hex next. That's our final topic of the day. And then we're going to, maybe we'll have a quick round or flashback at Loopback. Is it Loopback around at PowerCity again? Let's see what else is in here. Let me just jump over to the comments here. Let me just see where we're at to. Bam. Crypto Truth, Hexkins 5555. Absolutely. For a good time you brought that up because we're just about to talk about it. Yeah, if you want to join the strategy club there, use the link there. If you want to, that's multi-chain as well. We cover the top tier multi-chain projects that will probably pump your bags. It's a good discussion group as well. So get in there with that one. PSI says it is confirmed that Portal X has collected fees and that those fees will be distributed at some point. Well, is it confirmed? Well, it's just going to happen, right? It's one of their protocols. The fees are flowing in to the core. So I imagine they've probably been pretty lucrative since the beginning, being one of the better, or one of the 2 main DEXs, DEX aggregators, I should say, and one of the main cross-chain bridges. So it's going to be pretty nice. See what is going to flow from that. Harry Williams says, yo, I'm late. Good to see you, Harry. Welcome to the chat. We have Christian in the house as well. Hello, Femila. Good to see you, Christian. Got here late. Don't worry. You guys are both here in time. You're both here in time. For your information, Jesse said it when he was chatting in Telegram chat off the cuff. Oh, nice one, PSO. We appreciate the little alpha drops. For what it's worth, obviously things could change. That's true. Let's see here. Goldwell says 9-inch rock hard decks. They need rock hard marketing, 100%. Yeah, absolutely they do. They need to fix it up. At least they put out an X post. Was it the last 24 hours about new pools coming? At least that. I mean, it's a little something. It's a little something in the right direction. Pool X fees distribution should be significant. Running a long time. Yeah, I agree with that, Pumpkin now. 9 inches pitiful. Sorry, bunch, in my opinion. Yeah, terrible marketing promotions, and the rollout was a bit rough. But you know, fingers crossed. I mean, you always think about the sacrifices. Hope that they get a good deal in the longer run. So I hope they pick up the game on that one. But have the past fees been collected and saved, or just the future fees? I'm sure they're all going into the core there. Would be the call. The call of the call. All right, let's bring up the final topic. Let me go back to here. And hex.com, folks, check it out. Hex.com, links in the video description. Of course, you buy Hex and you burn it for T-shares, become a T-share miner, and of course, start mining Hex. That's kind of the way it played there. Let's jump over to the results for Hex. And of course, we've got day 470 on the old Ethereum chain. And of course, you can buy Hex on Ethereum or Pulsechain and then burn it for T-shares on either chain and start mining Hex on either chain. Pretty cool. We got the 11th of December. Can you believe it, man? Christmas is coming. What's that? 2 weeks to go, is it? No, not even. Yeah, 2 weeks. We're at 4,800 of a penny on the old Ethereum chain, down 8.1% at the moment. The payout per TSHA is the main number you're thinking of when you go to mine at Hex, and that's how much Hex you're getting per TSHA that you've got. 6.883, so it's a very good day in the old TSHA payout there. Share rate jumped up pretty large too, 95 to 31,044, so we're over 31,000 now. Average mining length 7.07 years, and the APY rewards and any emergency in-state penalties 40%. Now, if you want to find out really more details, the person that's probably the most technical looking at this at the moment is Crispy Man, and he's got his own YouTube channel, Hexfire, so you can check that out. And he's doing quite in-depth coverage of the numbers game, the statistics, and that, in addition to what I cover here with the Hex Daily Stats. So if you want to get that next step deeper dive, definitely check out Crispy Man's channel there. Liquidity, let's jump past that. But the ownership pool, we're up a massive 22,830 T-shares, but we were down a massive 32,000 yesterday. We've got 9,704,000 T-shares in the pool today, but we dropped below 9.7 million yesterday. Wow, look at that. That's pretty crazy in the old Ethereum side. Let's look at the stake percentage coins. 9.3% all Hex is staked on the old Ethereum chain. We got a pretty nice set of penalties for your T-share miner, 3.7 million. Remember, 50% of penalties is paid to miners. And of course, the total reward pool today is 66.8 million Hex. So that's a very good day in the office. That's why we got such a good Hex payout per T-share. Growth numbers, we're up 27 liquid holders. In fact, we had some nice growth numbers here in the liquid numbers here on Ethereum. Miners, however, continuing the downtrend there, down 10, but we have had a few positive days, and we're sitting at 119,645 miners on the old Ethereum chain there. That was day 470. Am I waiting for 471? Okay, so that was yesterday's numbers. We haven't got today's numbers, 1471 there. There we go. We got the day one for 214, day 214 for Pulsechain though. That is hot off the press there, and that is December there, the 12th. And the price there is a 200 of a penny at 1.7%. But we have had a couple of down days there as well. The payout per T-share is 6.654 on the old Pulsechain there for Hex. No change in the share rate today. And the average mining length there is 6.85 years, APY 37.35% for existing T-share miners. Looking at the change in T-shares, we've had two up days, 8,600 there for today. And we're sitting at 9,973,000 T-shares. So what do we got? About 70,000 more T-shares on the old Pulsechain than we do on Ethereum. Let's have a look at the the lock coins. 9.75% of all Hex is locked on Pulsechain. Pretty modest penalties the last 2 days. We're sitting at 65 million Hex in the reward pool there for T-share miners. And the growth numbers, up 33 liquid holders today, up 9 miners today, and we're sitting at 124,632 miners on Pulsechain. Go Hex on Pulsechain. And of course, this number here for Ethereum probably come out maybe 20 minutes later after the live stream. So that's the place we will end. We're on day 1472 on the old Ethereum and day 215 on Pulsechain. And of course, hex.com, folks, check it out. Links in the video description. And don't forget, we have a crypto helpline in our Discord. It's part of the cool place to be. If you want to get extra help, lots of people ask questions in the crypto helpline. We are the only influencer community, I think, in the Pulsechain Hex community at all with something like that. So definitely get in there. It's a great place to be. You might hear crickets in some of the other places if you're trying to ask questions like that. So, and you never know who's answering you, right? So that's the other side of things. All right, get into our Discord, folks. It's pretty awesome. Check out the Algo, PSD Algo, the fourth stablecoin, and maybe the first Algo coin that works like a boss, and of course solves that scalability issue. And of course, if it does that, then of course massive pump bags is potentially out there. It is more speculative than others, but the opportunity is definitely there to lead the DeFi frontier, and you don't get much better than that than this PSD Algo. That's pretty much it. All right, kind of cool. Let us go now and wrap up. Let's wrap up today. Before we do that, let's give a big shout out to Liquid Loans. PowerCity Core is launched. Portal X is up and running, of course. Cross-chain DEX, on-chain DEX, and of course, Earn Protocol coming down the line. There's going to be absolute juggernaut for PulseX, and of course, Pixel Park as well, Amplify and Accelerator coming as well. It's going to be pretty amazing. So a big shout out and congratulations to the PowerCity Core team. It looks like that during this live stream, we've pumped the price. And as the price has gone up, It's now at 1.86, 1.8, so 89th of a penny. And of course, yeah, it's the old Hex token influence there. I'm just kidding. But hey, this is the way it goes there as well. Congratulations to you, Sacrifices. PowerCity looks like a very high quality ecosystem. It's going to add a lot of value to you, probably, and a lot of value to Pulsechain. Obviously not financial advice to your research, but it's definitely looking amazing. Top tier blue chip quality protocol, and I can't wait to see where it heads from here. Look at that chart. Power to the people on PowerCity. PowerCity there. All right, enough of that. All right, let's go. We got Active Mediciate in the house there. Exciting times of PowerCity, absolutely. Sandy Beach says, yes, I hope they're saving PortalX fees for the core now. And of course, T-shares are the boss, says Pumpkin Out. Absolute Hex T-shares. Way to go. I posted a video a couple of days ago. It was a flashback video with Dev Kyle, who was critical in making the share rate design. If you haven't checked it out on Hex, so check that out, because that was really part of the revolutionary stuff there, reflecting compound returns or compound yields there. 31K plus PHEX to get 1 T-share now. Marching along soon. We are getting a bigger bump, right? A 10% increase. Yeah, it's slowly going up. It didn't quite go up as projected. I think it may be because they never claimed the T-shares is my guess there. Why that didn't happen, but you can check out Crispy Man if you want to get all the details on that. All right, Spike's in the house as well. Yes, peeps. Say Spike, good to see you. Pumpkin House says 9-inch. What a shame. I was trying to communicate with them on Telegram. All they do is yell at you and accuse you of conspiracy FUD and nonsense. Poor liquidity just running on house dollars now. Says Pumpkin Out. Yeah, we'll see how they get on. I agree with a lot of your sentiments there. They've got a lot of work to do to build up the confidence. Or they can just do what they're currently doing. Cheers, super duper man, says Brennan. Hey, you're welcome. Don't say 2 weeks until Christmas. I'll get pushed back. Yeah, that's true. That was true, PSI. 25th, yeah, December 25th. All right, that was awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed today's content. Big shout out to PowerCity. Congratulations, and we're looking forward to the rest of their protocols rolling out and for Christmas too. This should be good. All right, peace out, everybody. Take care. Enjoy your mad gains on PowerCity staking protocol, and of course, don't forget, if you've got existing, if you've a Genesis claim, you got a 2x amp bonus. Amps are the shares, so don't unamp that unless you be careful about it. Unless you decided that you're trying to take your profits or something like that. The other hand, of course, the rewards will be coming to flow-ins at some stage. I'm sure they'll give an update about that on their X account. And yeah, if you're providing LP, don't forget you get a 50% boost there as well, which would be pretty useful if you're trying to catch up on the AMP share amount, get more rewards. That's one way of doing it. All right, I think that's it. All right, peace out, everybody. Bye for now. Let's play out some cool video on the way out, shall we? Let's do something. I wish I had one of the PowerCity ones. I don't have one of their branding videos, unfortunately. So what I might do is I'll leave Richard Hart one, eh? Let's do a Richard Hart one. Which one here? Let me just find that. No, I don't actually have. Oh, I thought I had the ones from Richard, but I can't actually see them here. Let me just scroll back down there. I actually can't even find it. I thought I had it here, but never mind. All right, peace out, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Well, I drifted off again at work, thinking about Pulsechain. And occasionally I think back to that twerk, Richard Hart bringing his game. Well, I didn't make the sacrifice 'cause I came too late, but day one I'm still making it rain. Oh, I drifted off again at work, thinking about Pulsechain. I woke up in a sweat last night, dreaming about PulseX. Won't be long before I'm going to bed, wearing a Rolex. There's so much to love about it, I can't pick my favorite. It's almost better than sex. Well, oh, I woke up in a sweat last night, dreaming about Pulse X. If you wanna be set up for life, you better stake your Hex. Might as well start with 5, a financial suplex. Generational wealth is just a click away. It's a Nobel Prize worthy flex. If you wanna be set up for life, you better stake your Hex. A financial suplex, a Nobel Prize worthy flex. You better stake your Hex.